49ers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Shakes off the defender. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Runs through the tackle. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Akins. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own ends. He bangs his way in for the score.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that team.
Here we go. Makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a play-scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Charlotte 49ers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the 49ers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. With the catch, it's Burris. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They go to the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs.
Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab right down the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Hopkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harper. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Powell. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The 49ers will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Picks up the first down. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in. Score! Touchdown, Charlotte!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a...
Lean for the wire. Touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Makes the catch. It's Cobb. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gives it on the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll go right back to it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hopkins.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Muscling ahead on third and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The 49ers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Breaks the tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Harper. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got a man, it's Hopkins. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Motion from the back. To the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Burris. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the 49ers have their offense in high gear. Grab behind the line. It's Harper. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Harper. Knocked down. 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to throw, it's Shannon. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards.
And he's still running after the move. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The 49ers are in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to get.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's a throw downfield late. And he reels it in inside the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Harper. Hard-hitting tackle. With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Niners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. A lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 21 to Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Rides to back and leaves it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To throw, it's Shannon. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Here comes the hurry up. They'll run play action. Looking for the score. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the 49ers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively.